Mr. Coffman, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Secretary Shinseki, as you know, there is current litigation between the prime contractor and the VA with regards to the cost of construction of the Aurora VA Medical Center. The prime contractor is arguing the cost is $1.1 billion, and the VA argues the cost is $600 million. Does the VA have a contingency plan if the prime contractor walks off the job or VA realizes a shortfall of between $400 and $500 million?
Congressman, this is in litigation, so I can't go into too much detail, except to tell you that for the design of the Denver Medical Center, a contractor was brought in early to help with the design, and it happened to be this contractor. And this contractor then was allowed to compete for the project and did, and signed the contract at $604 million. And that's the contract we're pursuing. We understand that because of mutual agreement about requirements to improve on the contract, that the figure has now been increased, I think, to $612 million. And this negotiation continues. We work with this contractor. It's our intent to do that. I've not heard from the contractor any indication that he is thinking about walking off the project. We certainly don't hope so, hope that isn't the case. We are committed to funding this project, and I would point out, as I mentioned to you in the past, this project didn't exist before 2009, and today there are pilings in the ground, and it's going vertical in about 5 years. I think this contractor has done well. We just need to work out what is usually construction negotiation between the contractor and the government.
If the appeals court does determine that the cost is closer to $1 billion, then the 600, closer to the $1 billion figure than the $600 million that you've just referenced, would the VA have to ask Congress for additional appropriations to complete the project?
I will have to see, wait and see what the figure that comes out of the appeals process nails.
But if it is, it's not the question. The question is, if it is closer to $1 billion, would you have to come before Congress for an appropriation?
Hypothetical here, Congressman. I don't know. I'll have to take a look. I've not heard the $1 billion figure before.
That's in the litigation.
Well, we have not accepted all of what the contractor said is part of that. So,
thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.
Thank you, but I think the question is, if the courts rule that the agency owes an additional $400 million, would that require VA to come to Congress for additional funds?
It may, but I'm not going to speculate here today.
That's not a hypothetical. That's if the court rules and says you owe it. I need to know. We need to know from an authorization.
We may reprioritize other projects, Mr. Chairman. Before I missed come that. Back. Yeah.
Yeah, I missed.
We may look at reprioritization and come to you for reprogramming.
Reprogramming.
Yeah.
So, but you would have to come to Congress for reprogramming or reauthorization.
We always do, Mr. Chairman.
Of funds.